Hello, my name is Elaine Casado. Today I'm gonna talking about my short story. My short story is Elemental. It's an history adapted by Irene Fallingham from the movie Elementals. The main idea of my history is the exploration of diversity and acceptance in the society composed by elements like fire, water, air, and air. The history follows the relationship between Amber and a young fire girl and Wade, a young water boy, who challenge the barrier and prejudice that exists between their community. It take place in a fictional city called Elemental City, a vibrant and diverse place where the elements coexist. This city is designed with specific areas that reflect the characteristic of each element. The time in which the history takes place is not specified in the description in the moment, but the description of the environment and the technology present in it let us see a contemporary scenario. The main characters are Amber, who is a young fire woman who is passionate, independent, and determined. Wade, who is a young man of water, who is emotional and open and empathetic boy. Then it's gonna be Bernie, that is Amber father's, who is very protective and traditional. Cinder, who is Amber's mother's, who is loving and supportive. And Chloe is a young air element that is Amber's friend. His character is cheerful and carefree. And Brooke Ripple, who is the mother of Wade. Is Wade's mother. He represents the water element, who is open and welcoming. The plot of the history is separated in five parts. The first part is the introduction. The story begins with Amber's parents immigrating for their hometown to Elements City in search for a better life for their daughter. Eventually, they manage to set up a store that will be managed by Amber in the future. The second part is the initiating incident. This happened when Amber and Wade meet through an accident involving a water lake in Amber's family store. They encourage initiative the relationship between the two because due to the incident, Wade finds Amber's parents' store because it doesn't comply with the necessary safety conditions. The third part is the development and confrontation. Instead of a solution to keep her parents' store from closing, Amber make a deal with Wave where she agreed to help him find the water leak that is affecting the town. As Amber and Wade spend more time together, they develop a friendship that defies the norms of their society. Together, they find the leak and make a temporary fix. The fourth part is the climax. The climax of the story occurs when the repair of the lake break, causing a flood that threatened to destroy Element City. Amber and Wade must to work together, combining their skill to save the city. The sixth part is the denouement. After overcoming the crisis, the story concludes with Amber and Wade being accepted by both their communities and themselves. The relationship between the two symbolizes achieve toward greater integration and acceptance in Element City, emphasizing em- emphasizing that difference can be a solve of strength rather than division. The tone of the story is emotional, poignant, and thoughtful. It also includes humor, drama, and tenderness. From the author points of view, the main message of Elements is the importance of acceptance, inclusion, and collaboration in a diverse society. The story promotes the idea that despite our difference, we can find the work together. No, we can find ways to work together and overcome challenges when we come together as a community. The author emphasizes the need to overcome prejudice and divisions to build a more united and harmonized world. The story shows how friendship and collaboration can overcome seemingly in some insurmountable barriers and leave the positive change on board a personal and social labor. For finish, for me, this story becomes one of my favorite stories, since I like romance, but above all, story that leave me with message of reflections and acceptance. I have a lot of fun reading this book. I laughed, I cried, but no. And above all, I understood that the importance of communicating my emotions to my family members. The titles make some reference to the main characters and the citizen of the Element series, as well as the deeper themes like acceptance, diversity, and unity.